140 XRP is about to be worth over $1.4 million in as early as the next 48 hours, says a prominent analyst known as Eric Fenard. And it follows a common prediction by multiple analysts in the space, including the Digital Sensation Group CEO, Jake Clever, which says that on December 31st, the price of XRP will soar trillions of dollars in market cap, which would in theory cause XRP to be worth tens of thousands of dollars, and result in obviously what we are seeing, which is XRP replacing Bitcoin in market cap, but also the XRP price surpassing potentially tens, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars. And Brad Garlinghouse, Ripple CEO, indirectly confirmed this when he went publicly on Bloomberg and said that XRP will replace Bitcoin. This is what he said, and he said it live as the markets began to soar, and he said it live as even the speaker and the host was in shock. Imagine XRP replacing Bitcoin in price and surging past it in market cap. This is what we can expect in the next 24 to 48 hours. And it goes only up from here, as you see integration and approval by the United States government for XRP. For example, just recently, the USA gave a clear green light to Ripple to begin using and integrating XRP into financial infrastructures all across the United States of America, and they've also given a green light to institutions to approve and accept XRP payment services within the United States of America, which is a massive adoption, integration, expansion opportunity for Ripple and XRP. And the goal, increase XRP's adoption to surpass China, because China is trying to accumulate as much crypto as they can, and they're trying to hold on to Bitcoin, while the United States decided to take a completely different section and dominate XRP in all the American financial projects. And this is why XRP is about to surge tens of thousands of dollars from $1.84, which is what it's currently priced at. And we've officially decided to partner with Apple to give you guys watching this video some free XRP. Guys, you have an opportunity to collect as much XRP as possible, literally make as much money as possible, absolutely free. Guys, we partner with Apple to give every single person watching in today's video up to $100 for you guys to accumulate even more XRP. So this is your chance to get yourself up to $100 for free to buy XRP with by just liking, commenting, subscribing, and most importantly, signing up on Apple using my link in the description and doing a transaction. Again, take advantage of this golden opportunity. It is limited time. Tell your friends, tell your family, and get that money. And let's get back to the video. 1 XRP will be $1 million. 10 XRP over $10 million is a statement made by Eric Fenard, known as A Smitty, which predicted XRP would be the first ever cryptocurrency to hit $1 million. Also highlighting that the market cap of XRP will tenfold at least the market cap of Bitcoin, something that Ripple's own CEO indirectly hinted about just a couple months ago when he went on Bloomberg and confirmed that XRP will reach the Bitcoin's price. But what they're not telling you is this information is coming from a statement made about $654 trillion that is about to enter the XRP market cap and surge the price of XRP. And it can happen again very, very soon, almost instantaneously. As Brad Garlinghouse says, he believes Bitcoin hit 200 grand, but XRP will overtake it due to a $654.39 trillion surge into the XRP ledger. Now, this is coming from something that is actually quite realistic. If you take a look at what is about to unfold on the XRP ledger and institutions building on the XRP ledger, you'll realize that there's one institution that is about to, in fact, unlock over $654 trillion. And that is known as RealFi, a payment reward solution that is unlocking the $654.39 trillion market using the Real token, which is built directly onto the XRP ledger. On top of this, RealFi has been exponentially expanding over the last couple of weeks. For example, they partnered with MEX, they've also partnered with CoinMarketCap, they partnered with CoinGecko, and they keep on increasing adoption and institutional adoption on a large scale for both RealFi, but also for their rewards platform, which uses directly the Real token, which is built directly on the XRP ledger. And I mean, the Real token is so bullish that you have a lot of experts and a lot of analysts and a lot of people within the space that have basically confirmed that Real token is going to soar because of how much money is about to soar through it, and because there's a very low supply. Like, take a look at this report. A prominent crypto analyst says XRP could reach 750 by year's end, only days away. But if you take a look at the middle of this, it says this potential shift may ignite trillions in capital flows across the XRP ledger, with Real token built on the XRP ledger, positioning itself to tap into an enormous $650 trillion global real estate market. Now, if only 1% of the $650 trillion market actually unlocks onto the Real token ecosystem, it would theoretically surge from about 2.5 cents to over $64,500, setting off a historic once-in-a-lifetime supply shock. Now, this is Real token. The project that's going to potentially make millionaires is going to have a massive supply shock and has the potential to go from 2 cents to over $65,000 overnight. I mean, it's all because of its massively low supply, which is literally sitting at a max supply of 1 billion, which is insanely low compared to XRP, which is 100 billion, or XLM, which has 50 billion, but it also has massive demand because we're talking about a $650 trillion market that is about to be injected via real token because of RealFi, which uses the real token. And this is only one component. Now, the crazy part is, again, when we talk about this, the expansion is just happening. Like, they just got, partnered with MEX. Real token just got listed on MEX, which is a massively new market because we're talking billions of dollars that now can actually have the potential to flow directly into real token. 40 million users now have the potential to actually buy the real token. And we're talking about real token that went from 100th of a penny to literally 2.5 cents in months, literally. And we're talking about this without marketing, without a single centralized exchange listing. So it scaled so fast, so much without any recognition and only based off of actual use case, like real use case that was occurring through the real token. That's what has caused it to surge. And so now we can see something substantially stronger, substantially higher, and similarly where real token could easily go from 2.5 cents to hundreds of dollars, if not thousands of dollars. And again, we're talking about the potential here that because it's still very early, like people that bought into real token, equivalent to, I'd imagine, people that bought into Bitcoin when Bitcoin was sitting at $1. But right now, if somebody were to buy like $10,000 worth of real token, the price would soar into potentially like $7, $8, which is insane because you're talking about it going from 2 cents to $7 to $8. That is the scale that we're really talking about. And so you can just imagine why the potential is massive for a project like Real Token that is solving a multi-trillion-dollar problem that is actually, utility-based, not a meme coin, not a token that's like some scammy little meme coin that was going to get rug pulled, but rather a project that is used in actual institutions solving a multi-trillion-dollar problem. You have institutions like RealFi, which is actually using the real token. I mean, it's a very, very big deal. And this is why, again, I'm very bullish on the real token. This is why it's not just me, that a lot of other people are very bullish on the real token because we see the potential and we see the massive problem that it's solving, and is doing so with a very low supply with massive demand, and all while it's on the XRP ledger, which is the number one largest and most efficient blockchain technology that is going to be used by institutions. And so you're talking about an institutional solution solving a multi-trillion-dollar problem on an institutional blockchain. It's just something that basically you never see. You never get something that is perfect and the perfect fit, except in this case, you have Real Token and it's doing exactly that. And so this is one of these extremely rare opportunities where people are able to get in early before the massive hype, before it scales, and have the opportunity to create generational wealth. Because while I do believe that the bull run is going to last another 1 to 2 weeks, and we are going to hit a massive high, like I think XRP has the potential to hit between $45 in the next 2 weeks or so, but I do think we're going to hit a massive bear market after that. And that means that the potential here is that if Real Token, you're able to get in early to projects that soar 1,000x, 10,000x, 100,000x, like you're getting into a project that's in 2 cents, and then you're able to see it and ride it all the way up to $100,000 in these 2 weeks, the price is going to soar and you're going to make generational wealth, because then we're going to sit in a massive bear market, one that will last 4 to 6 years, and it will be detrimental to not just crypto, but the entire economy. I think we're going to hit a massive standstill and everything's going to dip. And so this is the chance to get in while you still can early, ride the wave, make as much money as you can, because again, I do think we're getting close to the final ever bull run. So again, now I want to emphasize real quickly, because I did mention that I'm not a financial advisor, it's not financial advice, and it's doing research. But the reality is, here's the Real Token. It's listed on MEX, it's listed on CoinMarketCap, it's listed on CoinGecko, and it's starting to get that credibility and expansion that it well off deserves. And so if you want to check it out, I'll be leaving all links down below in the description. Again, CoinMarketCap, just write Real Token, you can see the logo right there. And if you go all the way down on MEX, it's actually listed on MEX. These exchanges are not real, it's just this one right here, so you can see one. It is listed on MEX, so you can just click there, and that way you can actually have access to it. And so again, I'll be leaving all the information down below in the description. The concept is do your research, guys, because again, don't get these opportunities often. They're extremely rare, and again, it's similar to how people that bought into Bitcoin at $1 and it skyrocketed to 120,000, or people that bought into Solana at the pennies and it skyrocketed to $700-800. It's the same on repeat, except another project that you can get in early on, and you can be one of those individuals that got rich and not one of those individuals that lost all of their money. And so again, I'll be leaving all the information down below in the description, all of the links, literally everything down below, and that way you guys can do your research. And so this brings us back to the topic of XRP and the 10 XRP being go to $10 million. Well, the only way for that even to happen, or for us to get even close to that happening, would be the fact that you'd have to have basically all the money facilitated directly on the XRP ledger. And the only way for that to occur is for institutions to be building on the XRP ledger, similar to what's happening right now with Real Token, and then unlocking trillions of dollars in different industries directly on the XRP ledger, which is exactly what's happening. Take a look at, for example, ReFi, unlocking the payment reward space directly on the XRP ledger using Real Token, meaning every single time somebody does a transaction using Real Token, it burns XRP, causing for a bigger supply shock for XRP, resulting in a higher price. And as you have more and more institutions doing things like this, unlocking Bitcoin markets, you end up realizing that the entire global monetary, system for payments is shifting onto the XRP ledger. It gets used by the XRP ledger, causing a massive supply shock, resulting in a XRP, skyrocket for a short period of time, where people see it priced at 10, 100,000, which is what we have seen before, and then it's skyrocketing, and again, price soaring, people have to sell, people have to make a lot of money. So that is really where we could see XRP hit such high numbers, but again, it's very hard, specifically at the scale that Mr. Eric Bernard is talking about, which is $1 million per XRP. Now, with that being said, I'm going to end the video here. Again, I'll be leaving all the information down below in the description. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and get yourself some free XRP by signing up on the Uphold, using my link in the description and doing a transaction. With that being said, I'll see you next time, and peace.